What's up, you guys? Joker back. Today I'm very happy to show you my new Partizan Harness rig, and this one is made by SSO, or also known as Partizan, which are the legendary makers of the Smirch and famous Gurkha suits too. There's a lot of brands that make both Smirches, Partizan harnesses and Gurkha suits, but SSO and Partizan is probably the most famous one with the best reputation. This one is probably most recognizable from, for example, the hostage siege or crisis of Beslan in 2004, where we saw a lot of FSB operators using this one. However, it has remained a still popular choice yet to this day. You can still see a lot of operators using it yet today because it's reliable, and there's something about this one that just makes it differ a little bit from the regular Smirch. And today I thought we were gonna go through just a little quick look at what makes this one a little bit more unique and why these are so rare and preferred. So if we start here in the middle, we have the typical butt pack here. You can see there's a very big durable buckle here. Open this one up. Have the SSO Partizan logo type here. This green label here dates it around to 2003 from a friend of mine who told me this, who's a much better expert than I am. So you can open it up. Has this closure here with the loop. What I put in here is I actually put in, because I'm not using them, are the VOG pouches, and these are actually grenade pouches, which you can mount, and you can have them like this here on the side. But since my rifle I'm using doesn't have a grenade launcher attached yet, I thought it doesn't make any difference to have these ones. But here I have two sets, and these contain 5 grenades each, so a total of 10 grenades if you're carrying this. There's enough room here, but I would say that the Smirch bags probably has a lot more space. I don't think this one is intended to pack so much stuff as you can do in the Smirch one. As you can also see, there's a whole bronze tone yellow gloss here. This is the fabric that's very attractive and called Avizent. And this is a very durable fabric. It's not being produced anymore, but a lot of SSO's older products were made in this, and therefore they are much preferred because they are very much durable in another type of way than other products nowadays. You have a side pouch here where you can just contain whatever melanchthus items you want. As you can see, there's a silent buckle. I think they're called Spanish type of buckles. So it's pretty good if you want to be stealthy. They don't make any noise except the Velcro, which makes noise. Here I have a little Soviet first aid kit. I got this when I bought it, so I thought it might as well stay in there. Now if we move a little bit to the magazine pouches here, you see that we have Velcro and the Spanish fly loop system here, and it fits 2 AK-74 magazines, and there's a little plastic or plastic kind of spacing in there, so you have one in each slot. Now here on the side, there's a grenade pouch here, I believe it is, because that's what it is on the Smirch. So there's a buttoning here and Velcro, so there's no Spanish loop here. Same on the other side, identical, so nothing too special here. If you go to the back piece here, well, you'll see that differs from example from Smirch is that this here is actually a whole back piece. which probably makes it a lot more durable, because when there's pressure it spreads out on the whole piece and not just two actual lines of rope which you have on most of the Smurch sets. I have a carbine hook here, seen on reference pictures, preferably an old school one. I think you can find these maybe in gym stores or whatever. I had this one lying around since forever. So also you have a carry handle here. I'm not sure whether as to how strong this one is, if you could actually pull somebody away if they're wearing it correctly. I don't want to try either, because these things are pretty rare and expensive nowadays, so I'd hate to tear it up. Alright, so we're going to turn this around and look at the other side, so let's do that. As you can see here on the inside of the actual back piece, there's full mesh here. So that is to make it breathe much better. If you look on the shoulder pads here, these are actually not very much padded like you would find on, for example, Smurches or whatever. So I think that's kind of a minus or a bad side of it. So if you have a lot of stuff, these are not very pressurized, so you're going to have probably a lot of restraint on your shoulders. Now if we look here, here we have a radio pouch. Now this one you can have on, of course, the belt on the side or whatever you prefer, but it's also made to be used here on the left shoulder or right shoulder, and I've seen it on pics, so I didn't want to mess with it, so I just left it here. One thing that stands out pretty obviously when it comes in comparison with the Smurch is the belt. The belt here is a single construction belt, so it doesn't variate in the design. Because on the Smurch you have small edges here, then it goes and it gets bigger for the hip or the lower back, and then it goes smaller out again. Here you have one simple design. And other than that, it's more or less the same kind of idea. You have the belt in, and you actually put together the pockets in each loop here. However, I would have to say, just by I actually had my friend who's an expert in these harnesses. He came over and helped me with it, and I noticed that it differs a lot from actually constructing the Smurch set. So I would say that this one is a little bit more trickier actually. Also, what differs is that on the Smurches you have a typical hard type belt. I think they're called RS31, the model. And this is not the same kind here. It's actually a soft kind of belt here. So you have the reinforced material here. Then you have the loose or softer one here, which you can tension, make it tighter or whatever. When it comes to these ones, they're very hard to find nowadays, from judging by what I see on forums and Facebook groups. There's a lot of contacts where you can actually get them through. However, since they are very popular by demand, they have risen a lot in price, so they're pretty expensive nowadays. I got this one and a helmet and a blue Defender body armor for a very good package price. I don't want to spend time converting it in, but I bought it for about 700 euros, something like that, which was a very good deal, and I was lucky. But I know that these harnesses sell for about $500, and that's in, like, I don't know, middle condition. If they are in mint condition, very very good condition, I bet they can go even higher. I was lucky enough to actually buy this one, and it's in pretty damn good condition, and I'm very happy about it. Hopefully you guys like this little quick video about the Partizan harness, and you're definitely going to see some more pictures and use of this one in game in future video material. So I hope you guys like it. Do you guys have a Partizan harness? Let me know. Please link pictures, Instagram, whatever. I'd love to see it. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, share, subscribe, and of course leave a comment. And until then, next time, Joker out.